Okay, what are we up to today on the Zambo TV? Right, if I hit my indicators in my van, okay, I hit that one. See that fog light coming on? If I put my foot in the brake, it all goes absolutely potty. Right, so that side's kind of okay. There you go, put my foot in the brake, fog light comes on. So what's happening there? As ever, YouTube being a great resource network, I found a guy online who had a similar problem, and let's go and have a look at what causes it, shall we? There's the old one. This is the old one here. If you have a look in there, don't think we can see it. Right. Yeah, that one. I think it's in the other orientation when it's in the actual lighting cluster. But the second pin in is burnt. You see that? In fact, I'd say pin, if you're looking at them from the left to the right, I'd say pin 2 and 3. I've seen better days. So the solution to the problem, if I can get this bloody thing off with one hand, which I don't think I will be able to. Nah, I can't. The solution to the problem is to buy a new one of these. The kit cost about 40 quid and it came from a company called Transit Parts UK, TP UK. It arrived fairly quickly and the kit is pretty comprehensive. So can I pull that out? Yeah, I can. The only things I've noticed, there's other kits in Amazon and everyone says the amber indicator light doesn't line up. What's that for? Have I done there? Yeah, I've opened it up, haven't I? I've pulled it apart. The amber indicator light doesn't work, but this one, the amber indicator light sits in fine. The only issue I had was, if we look at the colour coding on this, these electrical connectors and multi-pins, I've got a straight edge down one side, see that? And it only goes into the cluster, the module, in one direction, right? However, when we look at the van, it's terrible, isn't it? I never really go in the van. When we look at the van, the colour coding is totally different from the Ford factory as it is to these connectors. So what did I do? I got a meter out, and even looking at it, you can tell that it's just pin to pin, you know. However, before I decided to solder it in, I tried using a bit of barrier strip, connector strip. When I unplugged that light over there, I wasn't getting an issue with the foot brake. So I'm going to get some heat shrink out. That's terrible, isn't it? I need to go in the van, man. I'm going to get some heat shrink out, solder these up, do them nice and neat with the heat shrink. That's the original, so you can see the wiring protocol. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. The wiring protocol is totally different than that one from the Ford factory, and it is from the kit. Hence the reason I used the connector barrier strip and didn't just solder them on right away. If there's an issue, it's easy enough to unpop that and do a bit of fault finding. So that's the original one. And again, if you look in there, can you see it? Pin 2 from the left hand side is burnt out. Take it into the sunshine. Beautiful Scottish sunshine. See that? Anyway, there's going to be a part 2 to this. I'll get it all soldered up, and hopefully that'll be the job done. So as I was driving about, the thing was like a nightclub, it was like a rave. Anytime I put my foot in the brakes, all the different lights were coming on. The other thing that I was told in the forums is there's an earth in there. Where is it? There's down there. Oh, come on, camera. There it is. Just to double check that's not corroded. That can also cause similar issues. So, part 2 is incoming. As I said, the only thing that freaked me out a bit was red to green, blue to black, blue to hell, or whatever. Right, the colouring's different, but again, if you put a meter in that side, you can tell that the cables are just 1 to 1. There's no fancy wiring or anything inside them. Anything else to say about it? Yeah, there's a ridge down the outside of that locates into the lighting cluster. So, fingers crossed, when part 2 goes online, everything will be cool in the gang, my man. You know, these daft little jobs, YouTube's great for this stuff, isn't it? I mean, I found out what to look for and the solution by watching somebody's video, so I would encourage anybody else, if you're having issues with your vehicle and you've did a little repair, stick them up. It's great for the community, it's great for guys like me and for you. Alrighty, thanks, bye.